Hi yogis, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's class we're going to focus on the foundations of backbending, also called heart opening in yoga. As a teacher I get a lot of questions and kind of complaints about feeling a lot of backbends in the lower spine. So instead of compressing our lower spines, we're going to learn how to open from the right places and treat our backbends as coming from a place of strength so that we can really feel powerful instead of maybe anxious or fearful of backbends. So today's class you only need 2 blocks. They're optional too, we can always work without them. So when you're ready, you can join me on your mat. All right, yogis, so we're going to start on our backs today in what's called Constructive Rest. So you'll come onto your back, keeping the knees bent and the feet planted. You're just coming down. You want to think about keeping as much of your lower back on the mat as you can. So we don't want this gap here where I can slide my hands under. Instead, lift the hips, curl the tailbone under, and get the entire lower back to touch the mat. So now my hands can't move. Okay, and when you feel ready, just a little bit of pressure into the floor with my feet. We're going to take one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart, and just close your eyes. Moving into the breath, noticing each inhale and exhale. Today's intention or focus is on the idea of what we call ahimsa in yoga. And ahimsa is non-violence, is what it actually translates to. Today what the word means to me is understanding our bodies and giving our bodies a little bit of patience. Sometimes backbending brings up a lot of fear and anxiety because we push our limits. We go past what our bodies actually want. And so then we are moving into places where we might feel excessive discomfort or pain. So it's important with backbending to kind of give yourself a little leeway. Don't let the ego take over here. Understanding that, especially the spine, it takes time on our journeys here to find freedom and space in our movement. So as you're moving today, understanding that your practice right now is not how your practice will stay, and that all of the moves you're taking, all of the challenges that you might find today are meant to just help you kind of reveal the places that you might be ignoring. So this practice is going to sort of hold up a mirror to your posterior chain, the back side of your body. We're going to see where you might have some weaknesses. And my intention of showing you these places where that weakness lies is so that you can kind of lean into those areas and try to build a little more strength in those weaker spots. If at any point you feel lower back pain or compression of your lower spine, please also remember the importance of your core. So even though it might seem counterproductive to engage the belly when we're trying to backbend, I want you to think of your core as kind of like a brace. Okay, so as you're moving into the spine, if you're not holding the muscles in the front of your body, then we're going to only compress the spine in the back of the body. So viewing your core as sort of the anchor that we can bend from. I want you to try to think about and revisit those ideas throughout your practice today. So the first one being kindness to your body. The second one being concentration, really listening to what your body says. And then the third is patience, realizing that today's practice is not going to be forever. Tomorrow you can come back and feel stronger. So just a few breaths here to kind of mull that over and prepare for movement. Maybe allowing the breath to get a little deeper with each inhale and exhale. Okay, so when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open and just use your feet to grab your block or books or any other object that you can place in between your inner thighs that you can actually squeeze. So we just want to build a little bit of engagement in the inner thighs. Okay, two options here. You can either take the knees directly over the hips and the heels in line with the knees, or you can bring the feet all the way up. Okay, regardless of which version you take, squeeze your block as hard as you can. And then take your hands to your lower belly, underneath your belly button. Just kind of poke around, okay? You should feel that the more you squeeze the blocks in, the more activity we start to wake up in that lower portion. So this is the area that we're gonna work right here, okay? As best you can, try not to use your legs too much here, okay? You may bring your hands down under by your sides or even slide them underneath your bottom to kind of cushion the tailbone. Okay, so what we're doing here is I want you to imagine that you're trying to put your footprint on a ceiling. What I don't want you to do is use your legs to help you swing like that, okay? We're not using the legs, we're using the core. So try not to move this, okay? If you look right here, it's the tiniest little move. I'm just trying to lift my tailbone off the floor and then take it back down, okay? So you can look first if you like and then give it a try. When you're ready on an inhale, we squeeze the block and just lift the low belly. And then exhale, take it down. Okay, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. It may help to even bring your hands back here to really feel that squeeze coming from the lowest portion of your belly. Exhale, take it back down. If you want to do the last 5, we're going to add in a little more. Okay, so as you inhale, lift your hips, then lift your chest. As you exhale, take your chest down first and then your tailbone. We're going to do 4 more of those. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, take the chest down, then take the hips down. Inhale, lift the hips, then the chest. Exhale, chest down, hips down. 2 more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the chest, lower the hips. Last one. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, chest down, hips down. Release your block. Maybe give yourself a little squeeze just to undo that. And then we're just going to traction the spine. So bring your hands in a C shape right at the base of your thighs. Again, tuck the tailbone, get that lower back to the floor, and then just press into your thighs. It's almost like you're trying to lift your chest or rib cage away from your hips. You can kind of suck the belly in here to find a little more length. And just find some deep breaths to release. Maybe already feeling the fire inside your center, even from just a few little belly moves. All right, let's rock up to a seat or just push yourself up. And we're going to come down to the belly next. And start off with just some cobra rolls. So standing or sitting on your belly, laying on your belly. Hands are going to come right under the shoulders. I want you to press the tops of your feet into the floor so the legs are very active. Squeeze your butt and imagine trying to press your pubic bone into the mat. So that's going to also make the glutes fire. Okay, everything from the waist down stays super active to protect, and we just move the upper half. Okay, so when you're ready on an inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift the heart with just the muscles of your spine. Then exhale, take it back down. Hug the belly in here. You might even see how my belly lifts off the floor. Okay, inhale, lift the chest. Hug the elbows in, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, down. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Try not to use your hands too much. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Keep trying to press the tops of those feet down. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. All right, let's take the arms out to a T position. We're just trying to wake up the lower chain here. You might keep your hands, again, palm face down. You might even do a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna go with the T position. And your chin will rest on the floor. So we're moving into the legs. I want you to inhale your right leg up, and then imagine like you're trying to touch your left hand on the opposite side. So we're gonna lift and kind of whoop, kind of just roll and reach over to the side. So lots of effort again into that glute. Take it back down to the belly. Inhale the left leg, maybe point the toe and try to keep it straight. And then exhale, bend the knee and try to touch your right foot. Inhale back to center. Lift your right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, tap towards the left. Release, inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, tap to the right. Release, inhale, lift the right leg. Last time on this side. Exhale, whoop, tap over to the right. Inhale to center, hug the belly in. Exhale, reach and tap to the opposite hand. Inhale, release. All right, press down into your hands. Just roll on up to hands and knees. We're gonna sit back on the heels for child's pose. Okay, again, this is gonna be an active child's pose. So I want you to use your fingertips. Okay, you're gonna come down to whatever typical child's pose position you take. But again, I've lifted and tented my hands upward, so I'm pressing down into the fingertips. Okay, keep your neck in line with your shoulders, so gaze directly down. Take your right hand to the back of your head. These are called thoracic mobilizations. We're just trying to open your rib cage area. Okay, so without moving from anywhere but the rib cage, keep your belly connected to your thighs if you can. Then inhale, just lift the right elbow and try to peek under your right armpit. And then take it back down. Inhale, open. You should feel most of this working the backs of your shoulder blades. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Careful with your neck. Let it just go in the direction of the rest of your chest. Okay, last one here. Exhale, release. Take your right fingertips to the floor. Bring the left hand to the back of the head. And here we go. Inhale, open. Try to just move your rib cage. Exhale, close. Keep the belly on the thighs. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Isolating our thoracic spine. Last 2. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Okay, that was 5. Let's roll on up back to our seat, and then I want you to come down one more time and bring your blocks. Well, actually, no, don't bring your blocks. We're gonna do this without blocks. Come on down. All right, so glute bridges. We might all be on a different journey here, so I want you to do what's best for you. I'm gonna give you some modifications. Same idea, lower back stays down, okay? So as you inhale, hands, we're gonna take a 90-degree shape. Press the elbows into the floor. Keep your robot arms, okay? Use that pressing into the floor to help you lift from your hips, okay? So I don't want you to do that. See how my chest is doing all the work, okay? Ribs hug in, cinch that, all right? And just use your butt and your legs. So inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. You're gonna keep going while I talk you through a progression. Just move with your breath. Lower on the exhale,
lift on the inhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay. So if this is easy, first step, bring your feet together. A little bit harder. Try to draw the knees in. They don't have to touch, but just give them a little squeeze. Magnetize. Okay, if this is too hard, take your feet further away. Then you get a little more sensation down the back of the legs where we actually want the work to come from. So if you're feeling it in your back, just widen out the distance. Okay, just try to lift your butt, squeeze, 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 exhale, lower. Those of you who are ready to go a little further, we're going to try doing this with one leg. So as you inhale, lift your hips, and then just flex your right foot, take the right knee up, 90-degree angle. I'm pressing like crazy into that left leg, and take it down. Okay, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. We're going for about 5 on each side. So you did 5 in the center, now we'll do 5 here. I think you got one more. And then release. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take the left knee up, flex your left foot, and then just lift and lower. Inhale to lift, press like crazy. Down in through that right foot, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Okay, challenge round. Repeat anything, take a rest, or just watch. Here we go. So from bridge, inhale your right knee up, flex, make a 90-degree shape, and now hold all of this and try to take it out to the side, adding a little glute med work. Inhale to center, exhale, release. Press down in through your right foot, inhale, left knee high. Flex the left foot, exhale, take it out to the side. Keep those arms, they might help. Inhale to center, exhale, lower, release. Okay, one more round. Inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, drop it out to the side. Keep that 90-degree shape. Inhale to center. Exhale, take it down. Press down through your right foot. Inhale, left knee lifts. Exhale, drop it out to the side, 90 degrees. Keep pressing, keep lifting. Inhale to center. And exhale, release. Cross your ankles. Give yourself a squeeze. Deep breaths through the belly. Try to inflate your belly like a balloon. One more time, inhale. And exhale, just a big rock all the way up. We're going to take it straight through to our downward facing dog. Okay, so just pedal out your legs. We're not really focusing too much on alignment here in down dog, more just to move, to wake up the body, to feel some heat. Okay, so just walk in place. Definitely keep thinking about your hands though. Grip your fingertips into the mat. Try to press the floor away from you. And then squeeze your elbows towards each other. We're going to move through a nice little flow here. Just moving with the sound of your breath. Again, not really holding postures or looking for our deepest ranges. More just moving to connect with the breath. Find a little awareness of your body as it moves through space. All right, inhale, look forward to your hands. And exhale, little baby steps up to your forward fold. We'll take a ragdoll, so bend your knees. Get your belly to touch your thighs, and then just hold your elbows, shake out your head. Maybe add a little sway. Inhale, slowly rising around the spine, bend the knees, stack one vertebra at a time. And we'll come all the way up. Okay, yogis, so we're gonna move into some sun salutations. And I want you to think of these sun salutations almost like cat-cow. Okay, so we know that cat-cow creates those two spinal movements. Okay, flexion of the spine when I squeeze my back muscles, and then extension of my spine when I round and squeeze the front. Okay, so as you're moving, I really want you to exaggerate those two shapes, okay? Notice how my pelvis is also turning with it. So think tailbone lifting up and then tailbone tucking under, which that part is pretty hard for me and probably pretty hard for a lot of you. Just do what you can here, okay? Squeeze your butt like crazy. Don't worry about what it looks like because nobody can see when you're home. Okay, squeeze, make that really ugly kind of squishy butt that has dimples and all that stuff, okay? Here we go. So inhale, reach the arms up. We're gonna go to cactus arms, elbows back, heart forward, there's your tilt. As you exhale, round the spine and fold forward. I'm gonna touch my belly to my thighs again here. Really squat down, build the legs, okay? Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come all the way up to the knees so I can lift the tailbone and find that shape again. Okay. Exhale, round the spine, plant the hands, step it back to plank. Okay, inhale, just curl forward onto your very tippy toes. Squeeze round the upper back. Exhale, drop your knees, sink your heart down, find that cow shape again, and then heart comes to the floor. Elbows hug in. Okay, from here, hug your belly in. That's what helps you cinch forward, like a little worm, to your cobra pose. Again, shoulders and ribs hug up. And then exhale, slide it back to child's pose. Inhale, round the spine, chin to the chest, curl forward. Just as a transition, tuck your toes, lift your knees, slide it back, downward dog. Okay, inhale, your right leg goes high, flex your foot, lift your heel first, work those glutes, and then exhale, step it up in between your hands, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to stand. At the very top, open your chest, elbows draw back, down the shoulder blades. Good, exhale, round the spine, belly touches thighs, hug the head towards the knees. Inhale to halfway lift. Hands to the knees, lift the heart, lift the tailbone. Exhale, plant your hands, step your opposite foot back first. Left foot. Coming into plank, round and hug the belly and chest in. Lean forward to your tippy toes. Exhale, drop the knees, drop the chest. Elbows hug in, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, draw the belly in to slide forward. Coming to cobra. Exhale, press into the hands, slide it back. Inhale, round forward. Shoulders spread apart. Transition, tuck your toes, lift your knees, slide it back, down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg high, heel leads. Flex your foot, press the heel up. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands, then your right. Inhale, round up to stand. Hug the belly and the ribs in. Exhale. Just hug the elbows back, lift your chest. Keep your core strong here. Squeeze the belly. I'm guilty of that one. Okay, just let your elbows lead. Just 1 second to hold that and feel that. Only thing working is my elbows. Okay, now you can let it go. We're gonna do one more round through. Inhale, open the chest. Little round through the heart. Exhale, fold into it, belly to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the knees, lift the chest. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, then your left, plank pose. Inhale, round and curl forward, lift to the tippy toes. Exhale, drop your knees, your chest, your chin. Hug the belly in first, round forward, like a little caterpillar, cobra pose. Exhale back, child's pose. Inhale, round forward. Transition, tuck your toes, lift your knees, slide it back, down dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot steps up, then left foot steps up. Curl up, inhale. Last round on this side, exhale. Just find your back bend, elbows back, heart up, inhale. Exhale, round, belly to thighs, like you're gonna hug your legs in. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze the heart forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back first, then your right. plank pose. Curl onto the tippy, tippy, tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale, drop down, knees, chest, chin. Belly hugs in first, curl forward. Cobra pose. Lift your hands. Exhale, slide it back, child's pose. Inhale, curl forward. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, exhale, down dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, step it up in between the hands. Right foot comes to meet, forward fold. Inhale, round up one more time. This time just reach your arms all the way up and overhead. And exhale, palms to the chest. Okay, give everything a little shake. We're gonna move down into the lower part now. So really thinking about the glutes as much as you can. And this action, okay, ready? Find your rib cage. Put your thumbs wherever your rib cage ends. Find the pointy parts of your hip bones. Okay, so I have my thumb and index finger in both of those places. Okay, so watch this from the side. Feel how that spreads my fingers apart when I stick my butt back and hips forward. And then feel how those two places come together when I extend the spine and flex forward, okay? So that movement is going to be important with all of our glute work now, okay? Sometimes when you get into postures, especially Warrior 3, we want to lift, right? We want to lift our leg and lift our chest higher. So we find ourselves kind of in this big back bendy shape, okay? Right now my back is doing all the work. When I learn how to suck that in, don't even worry about the rolls, just ribs hugging into the hips, okay? Now, notice my leg is definitely lower. I'm using only my butt and back of my leg to lift, not coming from my spine, okay? See the difference? So, the cue to think about anytime that you're standing up tall or tilting and trying to use just my legs, not my back, okay, is that action, hug in this, okay? You probably will feel like you're crazy rounded, but I'd rather you over-exaggerate the rounding than to lose the core and feel it in your back. Okay, so we're gonna move kind of fast, but don't forget that. All right, here we go. Starting in the standing leg raise, we're gonna bring hands to the hips. You're welcome to do that same little suction in if that helps, if that's useful, okay? Otherwise, hands to the hips. Just feel the lower belly kind of as you're holding that, okay? We're gonna do all of this with knees bent first. So a little bend in your knees to be safe, okay? Inhale, take your arms up, palms face out like this, and just hold, find your balance. Ribs hug in, okay? As you exhale, if you want to, you can extend outward. Just hold that, feel the upper thigh. Inhale, bend the knees, bring it back. Hands come to the heart. This is your guide. Exhale, keep your knee bent. Just lean forward, take it back. Okay, so we're gonna do a Warrior 3 with bent, the back leg bent, okay? Flex your foot, try to pulse, maybe lift that up just to wake up this glute. Again, ribs are hugged in, okay? Inhale, back to your cactus arms, look down. As you exhale, just bring your knee to meet your other knee. Okay, so we're working this, isolating this glute. Inhale, lift, exhale, knee in. Keep your standing knee slightly bent to protect yourself. Inhale, lift, hug the ribs. Exhale, knee in. Last one, inhale, lift. It's like a little baby airplane. Now exhale, just tap that foot to the floor. Okay, a little shortened crescent pose. Inhale, cactus arms. You can let the ribs go here. But then exhale, cinch them back in as you reach forward. Okay, so learning how to isolate this general area. Open your right arm up, right heel spins down, Warrior 2. As you exhale, bring your right hand to meet your left. We're gonna turn all the way to the outer edge of that right foot. Okay, so a little twist here. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, bring it back down. Drop your right knee to the floor. Stay on your right hand. Okay, we're gonna inhale the left arm up in a cactus shape. You're gonna keep that L shape in your left leg and just try to open the door as best you can. So you might need to bring your right foot back a little bit to find your balance. Okay. Just holding this shape, just feeling this outer glute area working. Deep inhale. Exhale, just release, come back to plank. Okay, from there, let's take the left foot back up. Actually, no, just release back to down dog. Okay. We're gonna move back to the top and we'll try the other side. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or walk up, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, palms to the chest. Let's see what the other leg does. Okay, so hands to your hips. Ground down through your standing leg. Inhale, knee comes up, palms are right by the chest. Imagine there's like a really heavy door. Exhale, just push it forward. Hug your ribs in. Squeeze your standing leg. Inhale, back to center. Palms to the chest. Exhale, just lean forward. Extend your left leg back. Keep a little bend in the standing leg. Ribs hug in. Here we go. Just pulse the heel. Try to lift it higher. Exhale. Maybe bring the knee in to touch the right. Okay, 4 more of these. Find your balance. Just do what you can. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Squeeze it. Inhale, lift. Flex your left foot. Press the heel to the ceiling. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, just lift. And then exhale, tap it down. Inhale, open up, little back bend to your cactus arms. Exhale, hug the ribs in, lean forward. Strictly core. Left arm lifts, back left heel drops down. Warrior 2. As you exhale, left hand comes to frame the right. Turn onto the left toes. Inhale your right arm high. Exhale, release. Just bring your left knee to the floor. Maybe turn it out to the side. Right arm opens. Little cactus arm here. As you exhale, try to lift your right knee high. It's almost like, I don't know, half goddess in the air. Just wake up these hips, okay? Deep breath in. Exhale, come on back. Just take both knees to the floor, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or walk up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, release. Okay, give your legs a little shake. So we're gonna do the same exact flow again, but now you're gonna try it with your legs straight. I just realized I'm talking with my head cut off, so we're gonna do the same sequence again, but we're gonna keep the legs straight, okay? So this might be a little bit more challenging. Be careful with your knees. If your knees are feeling it, bend them. That's all you have to do, okay? Challenge your balance, and if you fall, just try again. Here we go. Standing nice and tall. Let's start standing on the left foot, and we're gonna take the right foot up. I'm gonna face this way for you, okay? So here we go. Inhale. No, I'm not. I'm gonna face this way. Inhale, take your right knee up. I want you to see that from the side. Exhale, just press the leg forward. Okay, inhale, hold and squeeze. Don't drop the leg yet. Exhale, now keep it straight. Just slide it back. Palms come to the chest. Warrior 3. Okay, so this is where things get a little tricky. Take this right hip and try to drop it to face the floor. Square off those hips. Inhale, hug your ribs in. Exhale, try to bring your right toes to meet your left. Just see if you can do it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, keep the ribs hugged in. Don't lose it from your back. You should feel this core working so hard, it's gonna send the energy down the hamstrings. Exhale, that was 3. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, whew. Last one, inhale. Exhale, just step it back. Crescent pose. Inhale, open up to cactus. Elbows come out to the side. Reach the elbows back. lift the heart. Exhale, gather your ribs, hug in, reach forward. Deep breath in, lift your right arm, drop your right heel. Inhale, open, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel down, right hand next to the left foot, come onto the left toes, lift the left arm. Inhale here, option to drop that back knee again or just turn to the outer edge of your right foot, pick up your left foot, side plank. Find that same shape with your top leg. You might hold your knee if you can. Otherwise, maybe a little cactus arm. Inhale. Exhale, just bring it back. This left knee is gonna come to touch the right wrist. Turn on to your right toes. Left knee hugs in and then over. Good, inhale back, down dog. Walk it up, exhale. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, step or walk up, forward fold. Inhale to rise, arms overhead. And exhale, palms to the chest. Let's try this other side. Inhale, left knee rises. Squeeze the standing leg, palms to the chest. Exhale, push out, flex your lifted leg. Inhale, palms to the chest. Exhale, start to take that left leg back. Find your ribs and belly hugged in. Turn that left hip slightly down to square the hips. Keep a little bend here in that standing leg. Inhale, squeeze the belly. Exhale, left toes try to meet right. Keep your foot flexed. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Keep that core so strong. Exhale, lower. That's 3, last 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, just stab it back. Widen out your distance if you like. Inhale, arms come up. Crescent pose, allow the back bend. Lift your heart, elbows roll down. Exhale, gather the core, reach forward. Drop your left heel, lift the inhale, left arm high, warrior two. Exhale, left hand cartwheels down to frame the right. Turn onto the outer edge of your left foot or drop the left knee. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Try to keep that same shape in your legs. Maybe find your little cactus arm. Deep breath in. Gather in your core. Right hand comes down. Right knee starts to move towards the right wrist. So think of it like plank, knee to nose, but I'm just taking that little twist to go with it. Inhale back, downward dog. Walk it out, release. You can take a vinyasa here if you like, just to clear out your body. Maybe finding those spinal movements. Inhale, curling forward. Lowering on the exhale. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, push back. All right, let's inhale the right leg high. Exhale, take your right knee up in between your hands, and then drop your left knee to the floor. A block might be useful here. You're gonna put that right next to your right hip. All right, so the proper way to do a low lunge. So sometimes we sit here like this, in this big deep back bend, and I do feel a stretch here, but I mainly just feel bad things in my lower spine. So it's really easy to sit in your hip joint and not really do very much. We're not gonna do that though. We're gonna be active. So you're gonna find 2 90-degree shapes with your legs, okay? Again, get rid of that. So ribs and belly hug in. Push your tailbone down even, if that helps you. Squeeze your left glute like you're trying to push your hips forward, okay? I already feel that, and I'm not even really in a lunge per se. I'm just in a 90-90 shape. Okay, so if that's all you need, stay here. If you have the space, as you bend this front knee, don't think about going down, think about going forward. Okay, so I am sending my pelvis towards the top of the mat. Notice that it's not down, okay? It's forward. See the difference? You can stay here. I just like to put hands on the hips. If you have the space on the tallest setting, maybe sprinkle fingertips to the block. We're going to take the left arm up and overhead and add a little side bend. You can also make this more active by pressing the top of your foot into the floor. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Just find your neutral. We're going to do something funky here. So exhale, bring both hands to the floor. Your right foot or right hand is going to kind of replace your right foot, okay? So right hand's going to come down. I'm going to slide my right foot out of the way, and then I'm going to end up in tiger pose. So my right leg's going to go all the way back. Okay, I'm going to hug the ribs and belly in again. Take the left arm up. So we're going to do a weird little move. Inhale, just try to reach out through both sides, keep the belly hugged and strong. Exhale, that same shape, fire hydrant. Take your right knee out to the side in a 90-degree shape, and then the other side, find a cactus arm. Inhale, straighten, release back to center. Exhale, press into your right hand. Keep that balance, try to lift your right knee higher. Inhale back. Exhale, hug the belly and the ribs in. Lift your right knee. That was 3. Inhale out. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, take it down. Okay, just tuck your toes, lift your hips. We'll take it to the other side. Left foot steps forward, right knee comes down. Okay, so start lifted up. Kind of right over this right knee. Your block will be kind of over there to the left side. Okay, again, cinch this forward, hug it in, press your tailbone down towards the floor. If you don't already feel something from doing that, again, you can bend your left knee, but just think forward, okay, not down. You can also press down into the top of your back foot. I love that one. Okay, stay here if that's enough. If it's not, add a little side bend, reach up through that right arm, maybe even reach back. But not at the sake of a back bend. I'm still trying to send my hips forward here. A couple more breaths. I like to bring this hand behind the head and just kind of hold my neck. More supportive. All right, exhale, come on down, release. Move your block. So again, your left hand will replace your left foot. Your right hand can come back for just a second to help you get through. Take your left leg all the way behind you, flexing the foot, hugging the ribs in, then the right arm comes up and over. Inhale here, flex, squeeze everything. Exhale, left knee to the side, right elbow to the side. Find your 2 90-degree shapes. Keep trying to lift your left knee higher. Inhale to center. We got 4 more of these. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale, don't lose your core. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release. Take a moment to just sit here in Virasana. Collect yourself. Find a few deep breaths. Maybe open the mouth and sigh. Let's take a little heart opener. So bring your palms face down at the top of your mat. We're going to take an active puppy pose. So start to walk your knees back. Your head will kind of drop as you do that. And move into essentially downward dog, but on your knees. Okay, so again, this is another pose that's really easy sometimes to just kind of drop into and let my joints do all the work. Okay, I'm trying to build strength, so again, we might tent our fingers today if that's possible and it feels safe. If you feel too much in your armpit area, come back down to hands, okay? So again, I'm kind of just hovering over the mat, I'm hugging my belly and ribs in, and then I'm trying to sink lower. My hands are pressing down into the floor like crazy. And then just holding this, trying to create space. 2 more inhales. All right, and slowly just lift your gaze, walk your knees back in to undo that. And actually, let's come down to the belly instead. Come all the way down. So we're gonna take half frog. There's a couple variations of this pose as well. Mainly, you're gonna start on your elbows, so try to lift your chest. Your left arm will turn in to about 45 degrees. Your right arm is gonna come back, and we're gonna try to grab the right foot. Okay, so it's almost like half bow, if you wanna think of it that way. We're going to make this, again, active by trying to press the foot into the hand to create some energy there. I'm also pressing down into this bottom hand to keep my chest and back really active. Okay, and then the last thing is that back foot, the left leg, is pressing into the floor too. Ribs and belly are hugged in even though I'm in this back bend. Okay, if those of you have a little extra space, want to take it further, you're going to start to draw your foot in. Okay, if you can easily get your heel to touch pretty much close to your glute, then you're going to take your grip, instead of reaching back like this, you're going to press to the top of your foot and turn your hands. Let me show you one more time. Press down into the top of the foot and then turn your hands towards the front of your mat. Okay, so my shoulder opens, and this is half frog, the full expression of half frog. Okay, it's a lot on your shoulder, so be careful if this does not feel good. If you can't easily breathe or talk through it, then let's back up and take this variation, okay? 2 more breaths wherever you're at. Keep trying to sit tall. Keep everything active in the front side of your body. Upper thighs, belly, shoulders and chest. Good, exhale, release. Let's just take it to the other side. So right arm turns in about 45 degrees. I'm pressing into this elbow to keep me lifted. Right leg presses down. All right, and then turn, reach back for your left foot with your left hand. Stay here and try to press your foot into your hand. Keep it active, open the shoulder. Keep pressing down through your straighter leg. And again, for your last couple breaths, if you have the space and you can easily get your foot near your hip, then you're welcome to try. Again, turning that grip so the fingertips face forward. Okay, once you get that, then turn your chest forward too. So we're targeting the shoulder and the muscles at the very top of your chest, pectoralis. Keep squeezing your glutes, keep squeezing your belly. Keep pressing down through your feet and your hands. Inhale. This should be hard to hold consistently. Exhale, release. Okay, just take a moment. Hands palm face up by your sides and just rest your chin, or you can turn your gaze to one side. I like to bend the knees and do some windshield wipers here. Just dropping the feet side to side. Next, we're going to try what I like to call floating bow pose, okay? So bow pose is typically when we hold our feet like so, and then we try to lift up. The problem with this one is that action of pressing foot to hands causes lower spine compression. So we're going to do it from a place of strength instead of a place of dropping into joints and compressing the spine. All right, so pretty simple. All you're going to do is bend your knees, flex your feet. You're going to reach your hands back. You can even start here in kind of a resting position. All right. And then inhale, we're going to just lift everything. Okay, so you're trying to reach at the back of your mat with your hands, reach back. With my knees, I'm trying to lift pretty much my whole upper thigh off the floor if I can. And you might get some cramps here. You can also try to hug your heels in closer to your butt. Make sure you're breathing, deep breath in, the back is working super hard. And then exhale, release. Maybe turn your head the opposite way. Option to try that one more time. I'm going to just simply take a break because it's really hard to talk through that. But if you want to do one more, now's the chance. If you're tired like me, try to breathe your belly or press your belly into the mat. As you inhale, just to create a little space in your lower back. All right, we got one more kind of tricky thing and then we're cooling it down. All right, so these are called Laghu Virasana lifts. We're going to add a little camel into it so that we can really work on this back extension, how to isolate these muscles, how to use these muscles, because they're turned off quite a bit throughout our day. All right, here we go. So you're welcome to put a block in between your inner thighs here as well to just give yourself a little engagement of that lower spine. Okay, I like to do that one, but it's not totally necessary. Now, I have a pretty bad lordotic curve, anterior pelvic tilt, so I naturally want to do this. So even though I might not look like I'm engaging here, in some of the moves, that's where all of my current focus is, okay? Squeezing the ribs into the belly, waking up the booty, okay? Don't forget about that, don't lose that, because then we start to bend from the back. So, hook it in, okay? All we're doing, it's almost like you're making the letter Z with your body. Might be a backwards Z for you. Arms are gonna come straight out. I'm gonna squeeze my glutes and my belly like crazy. I'm gonna press the tops of the feet down into the floor. And then I'm just going to fall back like a little trust ball, okay? It's like my shoulder blades are leading the way, not my back. I'm not doing this, okay? Hug that in. Then lean back, one straight line. Press into the tops of your feet to help you go back up. Okay, so we're gonna do a few of these without losing the belly or the activation of my glutes. Ooh. And then make sure you never go back so far that you can't get yourself back up. So see how I almost got stuck there? Okay. Test your limits, but don't go back so far that you can't come out of it. That was 4. Let's try one more. Maybe hold it down there at the bottom for a second, since it's the last one, and then press it forward. Release your block. Okay, you're gonna take a C shape right here at the base of your ribs. Okay. Almost like you're putting on suspenders. I want you to try to like pick your rib cage up. Okay. This is where our back bend is gonna come from. So again, even though I'm lordotic, try to hug that in a little more, I'm still gonna work this upper rib cage area. Okay, so we're gonna do camel just for the upper back. I actually think maybe I want your block back here. Okay, so as your heart string, right, there's a string right here in your sternum, as that lifts, I'm also going to squeeze my lower half more. Okay, so here we go. Put on your suspenders, lift your ribs up. Then you can kind of scoot under your shoulder blade. Lift that up. Keep trying to lift your rib cage up and let your shoulders go back, okay? Keep lifting up, shoulders back. So now I'm in that lordosis. See how my pelvis is forward, right? I'm gonna keep this upper shape, but then I'm gonna try, squeeze that. Okay, then lift again, then squeeze again, then lift again, then squeeze again, then lift again, and then squeeze again. So I'm pressing my butt down and I'm hugging my rib cage up. Okay, that is the shape that is safest for our bodies. I can hang here, I don't feel anything in my lower back because my belly is super strong. Okay, I definitely feel a nice stretch here, but again, nothing in my lower spine. Just a nice effort. Okay, take a big inhale, press into your feet, maybe use your hands to help you come all the way up. and release. That can be scary sometimes because it's almost like a trust fall. You know, we have to just trust that we're gonna make it when we go back like that. And it might be scary at first, but I used to be terrified of backbends. Now I kind of like them. All right, we're gonna undo some of that. So let's just come into child's pose. Knees together, heels and hips connect. I want you to get all of your weight on your belly and then just bring your head down. Your palms can be up by your sides. Maybe holding your feet even. And then just drag your head side to side. Kind of melting the forehead into the mat. Giving your face, your forehead, your frown muscles a little massage. Taking a moment to reflect your practice. Did you give yourself patience today with some of those more challenging moves? Let's slowly come up on an inhale. And then just swing your legs around to one side to bring your feet forward. Okay, let's just give ourselves a little hug so knees can come in. I like to go behind the thighs, kind of in between my knees, and just round the back. Bring your chin into your chest. Just countering some of the opening we did. All right, if you'd like, you can extend your legs out straight next. We're going to take a little bit of an active fold, so keep your spine nice and tall. Inhale, and then think heart to the toes and just tilting forwards. Then you can start to round. Maybe hold on to your feet, ankles, calves, wherever you can reach comfortably. Then I want you to squeeze your upper thighs. Okay, we're supporting the back of the legs stretching by engaging and drawing energy up through the front. If you can easily grab your hands, your feet with your hands, then we're gonna try something else. Okay, if this is challenging, just stay here. Those of you who are ready, we're going to add a twist. So left hand's going to come to the outside of your right foot, and then you're going to open the gate. Take your right hand and reach back behind you. Keep squeezing your upper thighs. Take one more big inhale, and exhale, release. Just bring it to the other side. Right hand to the outside of left foot. Inhale, open the door. Try to only move your upper body. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Shake it out. All right, let's cross the legs. We'll come into easy pose to finish up. And just take a little side bend. So bring your right hand next to your right hip. You can do fingertips. You can even add a block. Okay. Inhale your left arm high. Reach and lift up. Lengthen out the left side. And then exhale, just fold. If you have the space, maybe you can get your forearm to the block. Worth a try. Maybe even hand behind the head again. Just open and look up. Relaxing on the exhale. As you inhale, come back up to center. Reach both arms high. As you exhale, switch sides. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches over to the left. Try to press into the hand on the bottom to lift your chest up. Relaxing on an exhale. As you inhale, come all the way back up again. Heart lifts to the ceiling, palms together. As you exhale, just bring your heart and your hands together. Take a moment here to just close your eyes. And I want you to tune into that feel of your thumb pressing on your sternum. And just allow everything else to vanish, to become just background. All of the attention focused solely on that feeling of your heart beating and the vibration of it moving into your hands. This is a great opportunity if anyone wants to pause their video now and move into some deeper backbending postures such as wheel. However, if you're satisfied with your practice today, let's just take a few mindful breaths to prepare for Shavasana. So as I said in the beginning, this practice was meant to sort of hold a mirror up to your posterior chain, the back side of your body. So even in this seat, finding the awareness of the spine. When we don't actively think about sitting tall, we tend to slouch forward and again, ribs hug into belly. Okay, but now that we've done so much heart opening, you should feel a little more ease in sitting tall. There's a lot of stored energy in our spine. So when we move it, whether that's through back bending or twisting or folding, we tend to awaken some things. Back bending can be scary because it's almost like going into our past. We're going back. And our past is not always something we want to focus on. So it can bring up emotional feelings of anxiety or fear or distrust. When we can overcome those boundaries with power, with strength, we can give ourselves the gift of jumping into the unknown without fear. So my hope for you today is that you feel a little stronger, a little more courageous, not just physical strength, but the kind of mental, emotional willing that it takes to deepen our postures, to try those scary things in our practice. And if nothing else, I hope that I at least gave you a nice little workout and made you feel empowered. You can blink your eyes open now. And let's make our way to our final resting posture. So 2 options for you today. One would definitely be legs up the wall. If you're close to a wall, I'm not sure if this will get into the frame, so I'll just show you. If my wall is here, let's say my block is the wall, okay? I'm gonna sit right up next to my block, my wall. I'm gonna lay down away from it like this, and then I'm just gonna kind of turn onto my back, hugging my knees in until I can get all the way down, okay? And then the wall is right there. You just kind of put your legs up on it. If you don't have a wall, you're welcome to take what we call waterfall pose, coming onto the back. Slide your block under your lower spine, and then just lift your legs up. Okay, so we're still getting the same benefits, just a little more effort to hold it. You don't have to hold this pose the entire Shavasana. If your legs get tired or start to tingle, you can always release or even just bend your knees. The mere idea of having our legs higher than our heart is what we're looking for. So as long as you can do that, you're going to receive the benefits of this posture. it's just not working for you. If you don't feel like holding your legs up in the air today, then you're welcome to simply lay flat. Right, let's scan our body for some final areas of tension or activity. And trying to visualize those places as opportunities to soften. Remember that our intention today was ahimsa, non-violence. So reminding yourself here in this final moment to give yourself a little more kindness, a little more patience, a little more acceptance. Because whatever you were able to do today is enough. And just because you couldn't do something today doesn't mean you can't do it ever. You might come back next week or even tomorrow and try, and it feels completely different. It feels stronger. So understanding the journey of yoga, asana, our poses are meant to be a lifelong journey. So the idea of immediate results is just simply not a thing. We're here to enjoy the long haul. We can linger in the present moment and be hopeful for the future. But the present is all that we truly have. If you would like a longer Shavasana, I urge you to pause the video here. But if you're ready to release, we'll begin with some gentle movements, just wiggling the toes and the fingers, maybe bending the knees and drawing the feet back down. If you're resting on a block, or you simply just need to move, bring your feet down. You can lift your hips and get that block from underneath you. And wherever you are, whether you're still by the wall or not, you can just roll over to one side, keeping the knees close to the chest. Kind of curling yourself into a fetal position. And then keeping eyes closed, we'll slowly roll up, finding our final seat to finish class. Sitting tall with eyes closed, we'll bring palms back to the chest. Knowing that this vibration, this feeling will always be here as long as you're alive. So when you need just a moment to come back to your body, I invite you to try connecting back to this sensation of the thumb pressing into the sternum, sending the vibrations of your heartbeat throughout the rest of your body. Wishing you a lovely rest of your day. Maybe using ahimsa or nonviolence in some other way off of your mat and into your real life. Where can you show a little more compassion? Let's bow the head to the hands. Always as a sign of gratitude to our bodies, to this practice, and to those who practice with us. Namaste.